We are back with boxing bets on the ESBR YouTube channel. Once again, joined by ESBRboxing.com's Paul Kelly. Paul, how are you?
All right, Sam, how's it going? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Once again, we're back, just giving you a quick rundown of all the best odds of this week on boxing. Obviously, this week it's the big fight. It's Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk. Paul, what odds are you looking at within this card?
So looking up and down the card, there's nothing really that tickles my fancy on the undercard, but one that I do like comes in the main event. And I know I've said on previous videos, and I've stated how much of a Joshua fan I am and stuff. And although I think Joshua definitely could stop Usyk, I think if I was to pick a bet, it would be Joshua to win on points, which is quite a big price. You can get him just to win on by any method of decision at 3-1, and by unanimous decision at 4-1. So I think, judging off social media and stuff, like Joshua looking quite lean, kind of similar to what he did for the Ruiz rematch. And then look, we all know how that fight went. He just boxed and boxed his way to an easy points victory. I can maybe see, I'm not saying it would be easy, but I could see that being a method, one of his methods and how he wins and breaks down Usyk. So I think for me the value is Joshua. I'd say unanimous decision at 4-1, or if you want to be a wee bit safer, just any method on points 3-1.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is probably the safest bet with the best odds of the whole card. I think Joshua's kind of shown in his last few fights he can box. I think he's trying to prove people wrong. Obviously, the fight is in the UK. That does play a part into it as well on Usyk. Usyk's unlikely to pick up a split decision or even a unanimous decision, let's be honest, unless it is like clear as day with that crowd behind Joshua. So, yeah, I would agree. And I think I would go for the unanimous decision option as well. I think it will be an interesting fight. I think the two styles will make it interesting. In terms of talking about the undercard, are there any underdogs? If you had to pick one, I'm going to put you on the spot here. If you had to pick one underdog on that card, and obviously they are heavy underdogs as well, which one would you?
Yeah. If I had to pick one underdog, it would probably be, I don't know what you think, but maybe Maxim Prudon. I think potentially could be. I think he's the underdog against Florian Marku.
Yeah.
And it's a good matchup on paper. I think he's got a decent record. He's 19 wins and 15 of them by stoppage. So I think that he could provide a big test for Marku. So I think out of them all, he would, on the undercard, he could potentially cause an upset.
Marku's had a few slip-ups in recent fights. He's not looked as good as maybe some people thought. So, yeah, I do agree. I think that is probably and Castillo maybe as well. I think he's a bit underrated. We spoke about that earlier. Not knowing what Callum Smith will look like at the weight, and to be that heavy of an underdog against a guy who has fought for light heavyweight world titles, I think isn't the worst option in the world. But again, this week, I don't know about you, but I'd probably stay clear of a few underdogs, to be honest. And that main event bet.
I gotta agree with you there, yeah.
So there we have it. Quite a quick and short and boxing bets this week. Once again, let us know if you do take any of these bets, and let us know if you've got any bets that you're going to put on as well. Thank you once again, Paul, and we'll see you guys later.
Cheers, Sam.